Hello, beautiful souls. Let me take you on a journey of love and heartbreak. Our story begins with two characters, Anna and Samuel, two individuals whose paths crossed in the most unexpected of places, a book club. Anna, a bright-eyed literature enthusiast, and Samuel, a quiet yet passionate lover of words, found themselves drawn to each other amidst the humdrum of weekly book discussions. Their connection was immediate, almost electric. They found solace in their shared interests, from their favorite authors to the types of stories that moved them. Conversations flowed like a well-written novel, filled with intrigue and emotion. Their shared laughter echoed through the room, a symphony of joy and mutual understanding. In this space, where books were the backdrop of their burgeoning friendship, they found a bond that felt both exciting and comfortable. And so, Anna and Samuel's story began in a room full of books and shared laughter. As days turned into weeks, Anna and Samuel found themselves drawn to each other. It's funny how the universe works, isn't it? Two people, seemingly random, somehow find their paths crossing. And in this vast cosmos, they find a connection that feels as if it was always meant to be. That's what happened with Anna and Samuel. They found their orbits intersecting, and soon it wasn't just their paths that were converging, but their hearts as well. Conversations flowed like a gentle stream between them, unhindered and unforced. They found solace in each other's words, comfort in each other's thoughts. The world would quieten around them as they talked, their words spinning tales of dreams, fears, hopes, and everything in between. They were two open books, their pages fluttering in the soft breeze of their shared moments. And oh, their shared meals. They found joy in the simplest of things, like sharing a pizza on a lazy Sunday afternoon, or sipping coffee as the world woke up around them. Every bite, every sip, was a shared secret, a shared memory. They discovered that love often tasted like shared food, shared laughter, and shared silence. Time, usually a relentless march, seemed to slow down when they were together. Mundane moments turned magical in each other's company. A walk in the park, a drive around the city, a quiet evening on the terrace. Everything felt like a scene out of a picture-perfect love story. Their time together was their sanctuary, a place where they could be their true selves, without any pretense or judgment. In these shared moments, in these shared memories, a bond was forged, a bond stronger than steel, yet as delicate as a spider's web. A bond that was more than just friendship, more than just attraction. It was a bond of love, a bond of souls recognizing each other. In the quiet comfort of each other's company, they fell for each other hard and fast. Before they knew it, love had bloomed between them, strong and beautiful. It was as if a dormant seed had found the perfect conditions to sprout, a surge of life in the midst of an ordinary world. As they navigated the daily ebbs and flows of life, they found themselves drawn together, not by circumstance, but by a force far more powerful: love. One day, under the soft glow of twilight, they confessed their love for each other. It was not a dramatic declaration, but a simple, honest confession. Words were unnecessary, their hearts spoke volumes. The world seemed to pause for a moment, as if acknowledging the birth of this new love. Their bond was strong, their connection palpable. It was a love that transcended everyday understanding. In the days that followed, they became inseparable. They shared laughter and tears, dreams and fears. Their love was not concealed, it was evident to everyone around them. Friends and family watched in awe as they navigated their relationship with such grace and understanding. This was not an infatuation. It was a deep, profound connection. Their love was like a beacon of hope, illuminating the way for those around them. They found joy in the ordinary, contentment in the mundane. A shared glance across a crowded room, a soft touch in the middle of a busy day, a whispered "I love you" in the quiet of the night. These were the moments that defined their love. It was a love that did not demand grand gestures, but thrived on the simple, everyday expressions of care and affection. Their love was a testament to the power of the human heart, a celebration of the capacity to love and be loved. It was a love that was unassuming yet profound, quiet yet powerful. It was a love that was rooted in respect and nurtured by understanding. It was a love that was, in every sense, true. They were in love, truly, madly, deeply. But as time passed, something began to shift. It was like a subtle change in seasons, barely noticeable at first. but gradually becoming more pronounced. The vibrant colors of their love story started to fade, replaced by a gray hue of uncertainty. The sweet whispers of love that once echoed in their ears grew hushed. Their conversations that used to last for hours, filled with shared dreams and laughter, began to dwindle down to mere minutes. The laughter became scarce, replaced by the deafening silence that hung heavily between them. The shared dreams started to look more like mirages, shimmering in the distance but never quite within reach. There was a time when they could finish each other's sentences, but now they struggled to even start a conversation. Their once harmonious symphony started to lose its rhythm, replaced by the offbeat drumming of small arguments. The arguments were about trivial things, really. A misplaced coffee mug, a forgotten date, a misinterpreted joke. But these seemingly insignificant squabbles started to stack up, building a wall of resentment between them. Then came the silent dinners. Those warm, cozy evenings that used to be filled with the aroma of shared meals and the sound of shared stories were now replaced by the cold clinking of cutlery against plates. Their eyes, once so full of adoration for each other, now barely met across the dinner table. The distance between them was not just physical anymore. It was emotional too. The love that once felt like a warm, comforting blanket now felt like a heavy, suffocating quilt. The passion that once burned brightly now flickered weakly, threatening to go out any moment. The connection that once seemed unbreakable now felt fragile, like a thin thread about to snap. The once vibrant love story now seemed clouded with uncertainty. The certainty of their love, the surety of their bond, the security of their relationship, everything was now shrouded in a fog of doubt. What was once a beautiful, flourishing garden of love now felt like a barren land, devoid of the sweet scent of roses and the melodious chirping of birds. The question hanging in the air was no longer how much they loved each other, but where did it all go wrong? And then, one day, it was over. The words hung heavy in the air, a sudden silence that echoed the emptiness they both felt. The love that had once seemed invincible, that had been their rock, their sanctuary, was now a distant memory, a ghost of the past that haunted their present. They found themselves caught in a whirlwind of confusion. Their hearts ached with a pain that was all too real, yet they couldn't comprehend why. They had loved each other so fiercely, so passionately. They had shared dreams and laughter, tears and secrets. They had built a world together, a world that was now crumbling around them. They tried to understand, to find answers in the chaos. They revisited conversations, replayed moments, searched for signs they might have missed. But the more they delved into the labyrinth of their past, the more they lost their way. There were no answers, only a gnawing sense of loss and a profound longing for what once was. They questioned everything: their love, their relationship, their very selves. Had they changed? Had their love changed? Was it all an illusion, a mirage in the desert of life? But the questions only led to more questions, and the answers remained elusive. It was like a puzzle with missing pieces, a story with missing pages, a song with missing notes. Their love story, once so vibrant and full of life, was now a mystery they couldn't solve, a mystery that left them with a void they couldn't fill. They tried to move on, to pick up the pieces and rebuild their lives, but their hearts were heavy with the weight of their lost love. The echoes of their laughter still lingered in the air. Their shared dreams still haunted their nights. The memories of their love were etched in their souls, a constant reminder of what they had lost. Just like that, their once strong love had ended without any clear reason. The words reverberated in their minds, a bitter truth they had to accept, a truth that left them with a heartache that was as profound as their love had once been. Their love story had ended, not with a bang, but with a whimper. And all they were left with were memories and an unending question: why? In the silence that followed, they were left to pick up the pieces of their shattered hearts. The world continued spinning, life moved on, but for them, every day was a struggle, a battle against the memories that refused to fade. Their hearts longed for each other, aching in the hollow spaces left by their parting. They tried to fill those spaces with work, with friends, with new hobbies, and sometimes even with new people. But nothing could truly replace the other. The love they shared was too profound, too complex. It was a love that had seeped into their very beings, a love that was now a part of them. They were like two halves of a whole, left adrift in the sea of life, forever seeking the other half that would make them complete. And so they were left with a love story that had ended too soon, too abruptly.